Thank you, Indy PopCon! Let's keep that love going from Dylan Roahrig!
Let's hear it again for Jeanette Perez and Will Hodges. All right. PopCon 2015, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah!
So, what? America just got a little bit gay today, right?
Yeah!
This is my invitation of how the hearing went. So, are we talking about dudes or just women getting together? Because that's a big difference in how I'm going to go on this. Justice Roberts. You're welcome. Oh, God. Jeanette's going to be at the, did she say she's going to be on the panel tomorrow? Doing, okay, My Little Pony? Yeah. There's fewer fedoras here this year than there were last year. Last year I walked in, I thought it was a BronyCon. It was, juggalos are now classified as a gang, but bronies gallop freely. I'm making no judgments, I'm just putting that out there. I'm not comparing bronies to juggalos, I'm just saying there should be some kind of government regulation of bronies. Juggalos are classified as a gang, which means that right now, somewhere, there is a FBI agent going undercover as a juggalo. Makeup and all. Makeup and all. So I think actually having him go undercover as a brony would be just as amusing. Johnson, get in here. Let's take a look at you. Looking good. I got that fedora 1-inch brim perfect. Oh, you got the rainbow dash wings on the side. That is a nice touch. Good, good. Denim jacket, all right. Now, where's your Fluttershy body pillow? You don't have a Fluttershy body pillow? Damn it, Johnson. Don't you know what these guys will do to you if they find out you're not one of them? Smith, a few weeks ago we found him. No, they didn't kill him. 1,000 times worse what they did to him. Poor guy. Duct tape him to a chair. Marathon friendship is magic. Clockwork Orange style. You bet he's never letting go of that Fluttershy body pillow again. Cosplayers here? He asked at the largest cosplay event in Indiana, because I know how to segue. I tried cosplaying. I actually did it for a long time, then my dad died, and without anyone to disappoint, I just kind of lost the fun. So, you know, I do like the big anime wings made out of pizza boxes held together with my father's tears. She knows what I'm talking about. No, actually, I wasn't any good at it because I maintained situational awareness when I put on the costume. So I guess unless you're like hitting people inadvertently in the head with your props, you're not doing it right. So, calm down, cosplayers. Neil Gaiman rode in my car once. True story. I have a friend. She became friends with Neil Gaiman because she had made oatmeal once. You don't get that? She made oatmeal and the steam that came up the side of the pot looked like Morbius, and she met Neil Gaiman because of that. I'm not making this up. She was a panelist last year here. Joan Dark, Geek Nits, check out the books. So, because of that, when he came to town to collect an award, she got us into a VIP meet and greet with him. Then we ended up going out to dinner with him. And so we show up at the hotel and he's like, excuse me, I don't have a way to get to the restaurants. So a brawl ensued and I won. So he got in our car and it was great. He was completely engaging with my son. My wife fell in love with him. She hasn't looked at me since, but it was totally worth it. But I couldn't talk to him. I mean, I could talk, but I sounded like Tommy Wiseau. I was just like, oh, hi, Neil. What a story, Neil. You want to play some football? Dropping him off at the hotel was heartbreaking. I just thought, you're tearing me apart, Neil. It's I can't do small talk with coworkers, let alone somebody who I barely know and put on a pedestal. So, like when Carrie Fisher was here a few weeks ago, I didn't even bother because I would have been arrested. I would have just like stood in front of her going, you have the Princess Leia slave costume still? It would have been really awkward for her. The new movie's coming out though. You guys psyched about that? Yeah. have you forgotten the last three? Don't say J.J. Abrams to me. I have a one-word argument about J.J. Abrams. Lost. I win. Those three movies were just like three midnight films that were the worst one-night stands of my life. They, take that walk of shame home and try and shower off all the Jar Jar and midichlorians and move on with my life. This movie's got to be good or I'm going to turn back to God, and that's not going to work out for either of us. They've got the three originals coming back though, so that's kind of cool, right? We'll get to see Luke climb a flight of stairs and sound like his dad. Leia's going to have a little bitty lightsaber she can use to cut lines in her coat. That's why I couldn't meet Carrie Fisher. I would have said that. I actually got a leaked script, and I read that Han is going to dive into a carbonite chamber to avoid an atomic blast. Few of you got it. The rest of you are going to get that later, and you're going to laugh. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull reference. Come on, keep up. It's the internet age. Harry Potter fans? Yeah? All right, now I'm talking about the books, not the movie.
Yeah.
Books? Right. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the books. I think she captured high school life, being a teenager very well. But let's face it, a bunch of teenage boys at a school like that with access to Polyjuice Potion. You got a potion that can turn anybody into anybody else. A bunch of teenage boys. Seamus, it's your turn to be lavender tonight, lad.